You have to be so committed to your new reality that you stop entertaining anything else. That you stop entertaining that old identity. Think of it like this. If you found your dream husband, your dream wife, you're like, this is my person. Like, I love this person wholly and completely. You would stop entertaining anyone else because you know that that's your person. That's what you want. That's who you want to be with. And you have to view your thoughts in the same way. You can't say you want to be this confident version of yourself and continue to entertain and give your focus and your energy to all of these doubts and insecurities. High level, even saying I want to be the most confident version of myself is saying that you're not. This is why you have to say things in the present tense. And you have to think that way. And you have to have the discipline in your mind to bring your thoughts back to that place of I am confident, I'm worthy, I'm deserving, everything works out for me. I have my dream life. I'm so grateful for my dream finances, for my dream health, for my dream confidence and mindset and energy and beauty. I love myself. I love my life. Because that is how that version of you would be thinking. And you have to persist in that. You have to be committed to that way of thinking. Even before the 3D reflects it. Even before your emotions catch up. You have to literally be so committed to that version of yourself that it doesn't even matter what you see in the 3D. It doesn't even matter the emotions that you feel. Like, if you knew that you had already, won something, you wouldn't need to see the trophy to know that you won. You'd be like, okay, I already won. I literally already won. If you were committed to your fitness, to your goals, to your whatever fitness health journey, it wouldn't matter on the days where you're like, oh, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like going. You show up anyways because you're committed. You have to be committed to the new reality and committed to that new identity, because it really is less about the external things, whether it's the specific relationship or job, and maybe yes, you can manifest specific things, but if you're not updating the identity, it won't matter. That's why people lose all the weight and they still feel insecure. They still feel unhappy. That's why people gain all the money and they still feel lack. They still feel like they're not worthy. Because they manifested, they created this external thing, but they didn't update the identity. So stop focusing so much on all of these things that you think you want and focus on the version of yourself that you know you truly are. I say truly are because it's not even that you're meant to be, that you truly are already. And I think the biggest thing that's going to help in all of this is really, really prioritizing being in the present moment and meditation constantly for a couple of reasons. One is that when you're in the present moment, you're able to have that separation from your thoughts, from your emotions, from that energy. So when an insecurity or something negative comes up in your mind, you're not stuck in that loop, stuck in that feeling, stuck in that story. You're able to step back and be oh, okay, I see that thought. You're able to detach from it. And when you're in the present moment, you're able to detach from those old stories, those old emotions, and you're able to consciously create the thoughts that you want to think. You're able to consciously affirm and decide who you want to be, who you really are. And you have to do it constantly, like obsessively, because you're overriding all of the neural pathways, all of the paradigms that have built up your reality for your entire life. So it's like a two-part thing. Like if you were to get in shape, you need to get rid of the bad habits and you need to build in the new habits. But in order to do that, you have to see, what are my bad habits? Okay, maybe someone's eating really shit. They're like going to bed really late, XYZ. You have to have that awareness of, okay, this is what's not working. And you have to have the awareness to decide, okay, this is what I want to do. And you can't do one without the other. You have to get rid of those bad habits, but also that's not going to be enough. You have to build in new habits, but you can't build in new habits without getting rid of the old. And meditation allows you to detach from everything, where you're not like stuck in the constant loops of struggle and suffering and insecurity and doubt and everything. You might experience it still. It's not that you stop experiencing it. It's that you realize, oh, okay, I see that emotion. I feel that insecurity, but it's not real, because I know who I really am. I'm committed to that reality. So it doesn't really matter that I feel that insecurity or I have that negative thought, I have that doubt, I have that fear, because I don't entertain that. I don't entertain it. I see it, but I don't entertain it, because I'm committed to who I truly am. My true identity in this reality. And the present moment also helps us just have this like detached energy of, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the law of excess energy from reality transurfing. That's something that's really clicked for me this week, is realizing like taking things off a pedestal, not gripping things so much and putting such importance on things. Like you have to be nonchalant, just chill with the reality that you desire, with that identity. Because if you're putting it on a pedestal, if you're like putting all this pressure onto this thing, the universe has no option but to counteract that energy and give you that resistance back. That's why when you want something so bad, it's always like it feels like it slips through your fingers the more desperately you want it, versus when you are like, oh, I don't really care either way, like would be nice, sure, it just comes to you easily, is the law of excess energy. But you have to be regulated you have to be out of that constant survival mode, that constant need to control and fix everything, which a lot of people get into because of traumas, XYZ, but we won't even get into that. The way out of that is into the present moment. Into the present moment, you're in the presence of God, you're in the quantum field, you're in the energy of wholeness. So then you are able to just be detached, because it doesn't matter, because you are whole and complete either way. So the present moment is really, really the key to being in this new reality, because you get to see the old habits, the old things that are no longer aligned with. You get to create, decide where you want to go, what you're doing, who you really are, who you want to be. And you get to regulate your energy and just be detached and grounded and whole and complete. And when you're whole as you are, you're not in the energy of needing. So you just attract, because you're one with that reality that you desire. So then when you start focusing and meditating and looking at pictures of it and thinking about who you want to be, it's not from this place of neediness of like, oh, that's so far away. You're in the place of wholeness, of I am. I am that I am. You're connected to God. You're remembering the truth of who you really are. I am. And then set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. What you are thinking about is what you then become. Because there is no separation. There is no separation between you and that reality. So get into the present moment, be committed to that version of yourself in your thoughts.